coming on January 2025. So you gotta wait till January to get the Aquarius special. Really? Are you insane? Get out of my way, you stupid punks! Hey, that's not nice. I told you that. So the name of the video for this week is Thrillville Week 2024. Do you get any problems to do this?
Sure. So, anyways, hit the roll, Jack. Hit the roll, Jack. I wonder what's going on a beautiful snack.
What are you eating? Some animal crackers?
Oh, anyways, let's begin in 3, 2, 1.
Cartoons.
You're watching Established Chernobyl. Hi, I'm Dolly, and welcome to the first time ever for Alexander's favorite childhood game, Thrillville. You know, Thrillville Week 2024, that is. So on October 20th, we are going to take a look at the top 25 best roller coasters in America. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Here we go.
Most people think running a marathon is hard, or even trying to fly.
Oh, here it comes.
To me, that stuff is easy compared to ranking the best roller coasters that I've ever been on.
I can't believe
this
this.
Year, because
This is
coasters
so
like Air
amazing.
Force One and Wildcats
I really like the
Revenge
amusement
really
parks
shook
of all
up my
time,
top
huh?
25 list. So
Still
here it
living
goes.
wild.
After much thought, here are my top 25 coasters as of 2023. Number 25, Pantheon, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. While this Intamin LSM multi-launch coaster dropped 5 positions from last year, I still really love it. I honestly need 2 things when it comes to Pantheon. Number 1, more rides on it. I've only ridden Pantheon twice. And number 2, a good night ride. Once I could get a dozen or so rides on Pantheon, including a night ride, I think it'll be higher on my list.
That sounds
Number 24,
amazing.
Mystic Timbers, Kings Island, which actually gained a spot from last year. Kings Island does a phenomenal job maintaining their GCI. I was lucky enough to have ridden Mystic Timbers more times in 2023 than any other year combined, and I love everything about this coaster. And honestly, I might get some heat from this, but it's my favorite
really like
one
this
at
one.
Kings Island.
This is still
now for
off
the
the
first
wall
shocker
time.
of my rankings. Number 23, Lightning Rod, Dollywood, which dropped 11 spots. While I am excited for the new Lightning Rod to open up in 2024, I cannot help but be in disappointment with how far this coaster dropped for me in just 1 year. To give you an example, I had Lightning Rod at number 12 in my 2022 video, but after my rides on it in late September and October, this coaster really has lost a lot of its glory. And I really do hope that
There's no need to worry about these times.
Number 22, Storm Runner Hershey Park, which dropped one position. This coaster is pedal to the metal from the launch until the final brake run. And while it is sad that Top Thrill 2 will not offer the intimate hydraulic launch anymore, at least Storm Runner still offers one, and this coaster features a great layout. I cannot say enough good things about the snake dive element. Seriously, it's phenomenal in the front row and in the back row. And honestly, I think it's my favorite element on any coaster at Hershey. From my first ride on Storm Runner in 2005, it has always been in my top 25, and I predict that it's going to stay that way for next year's video as well. Number 21, Thunderhead Dollywood, which happens to be a new entry. I've been riding coasters for over 35 years now, and I cannot think of another coaster out there doing what Thunderhead has done this year. I've been riding this GCI Twister since it first opened in 2004. And what Dollywood has done for this coaster in 2023 is just short of amazing. Thunderhead is running the best it ever has, and honestly has become my favorite coaster at Dollywood and my top GCI. Seriously, start packing your bags now and head to Dollywood because Thunderhead honestly is running phenomenal. Number 20, Phoenix at Knoebels, which sadly dropped one spot. And I get it, not everyone gets the hype around Phoenix. But here's the thing, this coaster is great anytime you ride it, especially in that magic seat, the third row of the first car. But once the sun goes down, things start to get crazy because the airtime on Phoenix gets relentless, and I love everything about it. And if you haven't yet, then I highly recommend checking out Phoenix Fall Fun Fest because that's when Phoenix is running at its best. Number 19, Twisted Timbers King's Dominion, which dropped 5 spots from last year's list. I have not been on this RMC in over 2 years, which I definitely need to change in 2024. It's hard to find a better coaster that offers as good of a start of a coaster as Twisted Timbers does. The insane first drop, which is the barrel roll down drop, and then the overbank turn, followed by 3 insane ejector airtime hills. Overall, Twisted Timbers is right up there with the Timinator 305 as the best coaster at KD. Number 18, Phantom's Revenge, Kennywood, which I also had at number 18 in my 2022 list. And there is so much to love about this Morgan/Aero coaster and so little not to love. The first drop is great, but obviously Phantom's Revenge is all about that second 228 first drop into the ravine. Phantom's Revenge really does deliver in the airtime department.
Well,
but the overall layout and the pace really makes Phantom's Revenge one of the best coasters in the entire world. And besides, Phantom's Revenge at night is on a whole entire different level. Number 17, Mako SeaWorld Orlando, which actually gained 7 spots this year. And in my opinion, this coaster keeps on getting better and better. That is why it is my favorite coaster that I've been on. And I've been on every single one here in America. From the visuals to the airtime hills, Mako really is a fantastic coaster that really does live up to the hype. Now, if only operations could improve on this fantastic coaster. Number 16, Wildcats Revenge, Hershey Park, which obviously was a new credit for all of us. And after my 15 rides on this brand new RMC, I really do love it. Though, it would be ranked a few spots higher if the transition into the final brake run was a little bit more comfortable. I really do love the stall, the wave turn, and then the 0G roll that's right over the lift hill. Wildcats Revenge is a top-notch coaster, and Hershey Park really is lucky to have it. And for number 15, we're staying at Hershey Park. That is because Sky Rush is my 15th favorite coaster that I've been on. And even with this intimate hyper dropping 5 spots, it's still one of my favorite coasters out there. Yes, I know the restraints aren't the best, but sitting on one of the outside seats in the very back row might just be the craziest coaster experience out there. If only Sky Rush was a little bit longer. Number 14, Magnum XL200 Cedar Point, which actually gained 3 spots this year. This is the OG, and some might be shocked about this placement.
Oh, the thing is so thoughtful. It's so acceptable.
I embrace that portion of the coaster.
Oh, thanks for the ride, mister.
And every
no need to worry about that
Magnum
jaw.
is so great from the top of the 205-foot tall lift hill all the way through its 5,106 feet of track. There is a reason why Magnum is regarded still as one of the best. Number 13, Time Traveler Silver Dollar City.
No change.
And this features no change. The world needs more coasters for mock rides. Time Traveler really did blow me away, especially when you're sitting in the last car and getting pulled over that drop out of the station. Silver Dollar City really did create a world-class coaster, and this is by far one of the most re-rideable rides and enjoyable coasters that you're ever going to experience.
Wow,
Not
very
only does the world
amazing.
need more coasters for mock rides, we definitely need more mock extreme spinners. Number 12, Boulder Dash Lake Compounds, which dropped 3 positions. Now here's a disclaimer. It has been over 5 years since I've ridden Boulder Dash, and I hear that the CCI Woody did not provide the best ride experience in 2023. But from previous rides, I really do love this coaster, especially at night. This layout is so wild how it travels on the side of a mountain. Boulder Dash is one of the best terrain coasters in the entire world, and it's amazing how this coaster does not let up throughout the 2 minutes and 30-second ride. Number 11, Outlaw Run Silver Dollar City, and this features no change. Here's a fun fact. This was my first ever RMC, and I was able to ride it with my wife during its opening year, and while it's not the smoothest anymore, there's nothing that I would change about this coaster. Outlaw Run might just be the best wooden coaster that is under 3,000 feet in length. There's something about that first drop, and then the first wicked element, the 153-degree overbanked inversion, that is just insane. Now the good news, if you're planning a trip to the one and only Silver Dollar City, then be sure to check out my Silver Dollar City Ultimate Guide video, where you're going to save a lot of time and money. Number 10, Wonder Woman, Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and it went up 6 spots, riding the world's first ever RMC Raptor 11 times in 30 minutes. During Fiesta's Roller Coaster Rodeo coaster event, this ride has skyrocketed up my rankings. I've always loved Wonder Woman, but this coaster provides you with the most insane 30 seconds of your life. Seriously, you have to get out the Fiesta for Roller Coaster Rodeo and find out for yourself just how amazing Wonder Woman really is. Number 9, The Voyage, Holiday World, and it dropped 1 spot. Now I do have a little dirty secret to tell you. I have been riding The Voyage now since it first opened, and I still do not have a night ride on it. I know, go ahead and dislike the video for that. Just joking, please give it a thumbs up though if you don't mind. But that will change though this summer because I'm going to Holiday World to ride the Voyage, Raven, Legend, and Thunderbird at night. This Gravity Group coaster is everything that a good wooden terrain coaster should be. Now I just have to experience at night. Number 8, Intimidator 305 King's Dominion, which actually dropped 1 spot. Not everyone can handle I-305, especially in the back row. While it is intense, the more I ride this intimate giga, the more I love it. And that is why I do not see it outside my top 10 for a very long time. Number 7, El Toro Six Flags Great Adventure, which sadly dropped 1 position. I don't know about you, but I'm so thankful that America's only intimate prefab wooden coaster is still in operation. El Toro features my favorite drop on any coaster out there when you ride it in the very back row. El Toro's 2 main airtime hills are not right in any way, and that is why they are perfect. Then you cannot forget about the Rolling Thunder airtime hill. Seriously, that airtime is phenomenal. El Toro is a beast of a ride and is the best coaster
have a wild ride?
And now it's time for yet another shocker. Number 6, Steel Vengeance Cedar Point, which actually dropped 2 positions. Now this is where my top 25 looks a little bit different than most. But that's okay because Steel Vengeance is a fantastic coaster. Cedar Point really delivered us the best coaster from RMC in the world when they opened the 5,740-foot-long Hyper Hybrid coaster in 2018. But in my opinion, there's still 5 coasters out there that are just a little bit better. Number 5, Maverick, Cedar Point, which featured no change. I've always flip-flopped Maverick and Steel Vengeance because they're both that good. But after my night rides on Maverick this past fall during the Hollow weekends, I cannot deny it anymore. Maverick, in my opinion, is the superior ride. Every element on Maverick is flawless, and the airtime is just a thing of beauty. And Maverick's first half is fantastic, but it's really that second half that really gets me amped up to ride Maverick more and more. Now there are currently rumors going around about this plot of land at Cedar Point. And here is how Cedar Point could add its most twisted roller coaster yet. You're not going to want to miss that video. You can find a link for it in the description of this one. Dropping one spot is number 4, Theory 325 at Carowinds. This is the most re-rideable coaster in the entire world. And after my first time having the all-season fast lane in 2023, I have ridden Theory more times this year than I've had all the other years combined. Every row is great, and the more I ride Theory 325, the more I love it and appreciate row 2. There is a reason why Theory 325 is always ranked near the top of everyone's coasters top 25s, and rightfully so. Now, let's just keep saying no to crap so we can enjoy the coaster all the time. And without shame, I present you my number 3 coaster, and that is Air Force One, which is located at Fun Spots Atlanta. I was able to ride Air Force One over 45 times during its opening weekend, and after ride number 20 or so, and after it really started to warm up, this coaster went from a mid-tier RMC, in my opinion, to one of the best. Yes, I know, the last 4 bunny hops are not for everyone, but for me, the more I ride it, the more I enjoy the wicked ending. And after riding Steel Vengeance again this October, I compared each element, and I think the stall on Air Force One is better than any element on Vengeance, and the outward bank turn is better than the 2 as well. I also really love the double up into the arcade roll, which happens to be my second favorite coaster element of all time. If you're looking for the best rides on Air Force One, I highly recommend going in the evening time and just marathoning it from like 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. because trust me, at night, this coaster gets even better. Number 2, Velocicoaster Islands of Adventure, featuring no change. Intamin really brought out all their best work with this multi-launch coaster, and Universal Orlando really delivered. While the first half of Velocicoaster is not the fastest or the most intense, the twisted aspect of this, mixed in with all the rock work and scenery, really delivers. Then, it's all about that second launch until the brake run. That is where Velocicoaster really shines. The 155-foot tall top hat is just plain fun, and then that stall. The stall is really good, but for me, the highlight of Velocicoaster is obviously the Mosasaurus roll, as it really does help set Velocicoaster apart from any other coaster out there. And finally, you made it to my number 1 coaster, and that's gonna be Scorpion at Busch Gardens, Tampa. Obviously, I'm kidding because it's Iron Gwazi. And hands down, this is the best coaster in the world. And for the first time in a very long time, I realized that after my very first ride on this RMC Hyper Hybrid coaster. Every element of Iron Gwazi is perfect. And while some would say it ends too soon, I would rather have a coaster that offers perfect elements than one that just keeps on repeating itself over and over again. I'm looking at you still, Vengeance. The barrel roll down drop is my favorite part of this ride, followed by the outward bank turn and then the wave turn. And my goal for 2024 is to increase my total Gwazi count from 8 rides to over 50. Now I'm curious to know, how many of these theme parks have you visited that offered one of the most confusing layouts?
Well, tomorrow we're going to check it out for these new characters. The 2 new Thrillville characters and 6. No, it's not number block 6 either, isn't it? Well, you guessed it, the real life Mr. Six from Six Flags. So we'll see you tomorrow for the Six Flags commercials. As I'm saying, signing off. Goodbye.
Bye guys. Thanks for watching.
Well, I have to enjoy this amusement park. See you next time.
Rocket.